Welcome in, everybody. This is your friendly neighborhood demon slayer, here to maybe slay some demons or teach us how to slay some demons, receive some messages of support, love, and advice. I've got pre-shuffled card decks here, and I'm doing a general tarot reading again for you guys. So let's get rolling. Universe, what it is, universe, what? What messages do you have for us? What is it that you would like for us to learn and incorporate and integrate into our lives? We've got resisting change here again. Actually, I'm doing a different type of spread, so, all right. At least compared to my other readings. What demons are lurking about? Which ones do we need to slay? How do we do that? All right, we have weathering storms. We have rocking the boat. And we have saving daylight. We have half-baked. We have tamper reversed. We have religion here. One more, please, for us, universe, out of this deck. Please and thank you. All right, we have management in reverse. All right. See what our celestial tarot deck has for us. Ace of Swords first out. We have, actually this was upright until it, Queen of Pentacles. The Chariot in reverse. King of Swords. Ace of Cups. Last but not least, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. So I'm getting that the divine being that is in this spread is someone who is a religious leader of some kind. Take it how it resonates. This applies to both masculine and feminine. Okay, because there are multiple roles within religion that you can be a leader of. You can be a leader of Sunday school, you can be a leader of youth, you can be a leader, there are different leadership positions within religious communities, okay? So it doesn't necessarily refer to a preacher or a priest. So again, take it how it resonates. But this is someone who actually there's someone who is not a very good person who has been trying to work against you. And I feel like I don't know if this is an old, like if this is a past um, I guess we'll find out, you know. All I know is that you are either a part of a group who has kind of been abusive to you in a way, or you were, okay? So whatever religion, there was a religious group at some point that you were a part of, that you were a leader of some department for them, and they really treated you like caca. Like these are people, the people that we're talking about, like, there's more than one person. I know I said one person. One person is significant in this, okay? But it's like their husband or their wife or their friend, somebody close to them, were also like just treating you poorly. So what are they do? What all have they been doing? So okay, so this was the resisting change. You didn't want to, like, whoever you are, you're very, very dedicated to your role and to your faith. You're extremely dedicated, okay? And the people that you were tied up with and working with, they've been relentless. But it took you a long time. If you haven't already walked away, it's taking you a long time to overcome the thought of walking away, because you truly are connected to what you're doing. Of course you are, because if you weren't, people wouldn't be doing and acting a certain way towards you. They know you've got something, they know you're giving something, okay? And it's put you in a very, very tough position to have to choose. Well, do I walk away? Like, let's say for instance, you're over a youth group, okay? And you're connected with these children, and you know some of these children, they really need that connection because they don't have it at home, they don't have it at school. Like you know this and you feel this, but the company, the religious group, is just making it so miserable to do your job. You've been weathering these storms. You've been weathering these storms, and these storms keep rocking the boat. They keep you mixed up and confused and conflicted as to what you should do and where you should go. Okay, but it says right here you're saving daylight though. So somewhere already, within you is taking place some type of enlightenment, some type of confidence, some type of clear sign or direction. Like something's becoming very clear to you. So part of the things that they were, because these are people who are really, really good at manipulating without appearing to others as if they were being manipulative. Like, you know what I mean? They're that good. And a lot of condescension, mostly condescension. So I get that in group meetings, leadership meetings, they undermine you. So if you have an idea or a plan or anything like that, they jump up and they're the first to cut you down. They're the first to explain to the group that that'll never work for whatever reason. Or it's going to cost too much, blah, 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 blah. Like, and I'm telling you, these people that are working against you, people respect their word for some reason. I say for some reason, I mean, you know, a lot of people trust their religious leaders wholeheartedly. So if you've got somebody at the top of the food chain at this leadership group then they're most likely going to go with whatever the top dog says, you know? Because the top dog pays the bills sometimes. But yeah, they're here in meetings and trying to suggest that your ideas and your plans are all half-baked. That you're not seeing you are not seeing the full picture. You are not trying to do something that's going to benefit everybody. You're just trying to take all the finances and use it for your group like you're the most special. It even seems like they've tampered with some type of supplies or educational material. Something that you ordered, like it could be like some whatever books for your class, your Sunday school class, or whatever it is. Like if you ordered manuals or something and they never came in, it's because of them. But you took care of it. You got tampered here in the reverse. You took care of it. You caught it. You knew what happened, and you took it within your own reins and corrected it. Because if you hadn't, nobody else would have. We got religion and we got management in the reverse. So like I said, these people that are working against you, they're higher ups. They're higher than you. It might not be that much higher, right? But they have more say, more pull. They're more well respected by the group in its entirety. Over here, to our left, we have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Chariot in reverse. So I guess it is a couple. Like I was kind of picking up there was a couple. So this is a couple. All right. Now I'm not saying this is their position, but this is what I'm suggesting. Like this is an example. He could be the preacher of the group, and she could be the wife and the one that like manages everything, operates everything, or has some class of her own. You know what I mean? This is them. Then the Chariot reversed. They're not getting anywhere with taking down your spirit, with bringing your spirits down. They're not getting anywhere. Yes, you've definitely cried a lot over this situation, like a lot. You've weathered a lot of storms, but in their face, you know, like you've always had firm ground. You've always been confident in what you are speaking on. You've never wavered in front of them. And so as far as they can see, like, they're not affecting you. They're not affecting, at least not to the extreme that they really wish to be. Okay, on this side we have King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So this King of Swords really tells me that you've come to a decision. You've gotten your clarity. You've done the work. You've fulfilled your obligations. And whatever plan you have or had is effective. And it's bringing you peace of mind. It's bringing back your cup. Because this has been a waste of energy. Everything that they have thrown at you has only hindered you being able to share love with more people and to be able to protect more people and support more people. Like I've seen many people and many crooked religious leaders. Like the amount that I run into has been crazy. It's been crazy. So I completely understand. And my heart goes out to you. But you've cut through it. You've made a decision here. You've got your Ace of Cups back. You know, because there for a while your cup just felt empty. It felt drained, exhausted. This is the Seven of Pentacles. really don't get, I'm not picking up the negative version of this card, which is confusion and not knowing which path to go, because we already see here, the King of Swords is, they made their decision. The Seven of Pentacles, I think, is just the realization of how many options you truly have. How many options you truly have. So we're going to clarify a little more. You've made your decision, right? You've got your cup of love back. Now we've got the Tree of Life who's showing you, look, you're so abundant, there are so many choices. There's so many options, like there's so many solutions, like there's no reason why this can't be worked out for you, you know, because this was a test for you. This was a test for you. Yep, you got the Five of Swords. And then we have, actually, felt this way, the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, you've walked away from this Five of Swords energy. You recognize the Seven of Swords energy for what it truly is in its positive light. You've made a decision, you've gotten your cut back, and now you're in collaboration somewhere else. So wherever you've gone to, wherever you've broken off into, whether it's another religious group, another company, or maybe you're just doing something yourself to make movement in the world, you're being successful. You are successful. You have found it in there. And you have everything you need now. You have clarity. You got rid of the drama. There's no more drama. Nobody else is draining you of your energy and making you feel less than. And you have found collaboration. Like true collaboration. People that actually care about you. People that actually understand that by hurting you, they're hurting so many other people. You know, and they respect that. They don't, these aren't whoever you're working with, these aren't the type of people that want to lose you. They understand, they see your value. They really do. So good for you for holding on through all of that. That is a very tough thing to have to be in. I understand. I mean, you have such a heart of gold. Such a heart. You really were sleepless. You have not gotten much sleep. You were really drained energetically from this situation. Not being able to move. Not being able to do for the group that you were leading. You know, because you were being stripped of funding, you were being stripped of support. They were even going so far as to making you look like or sound like every idea you had is unintelligent. So I'm very proud of you. Thank you for holding true to your faith, for believing in God, and for taking a leap of faith to be able to go out there and reestablish yourself, but this time with better people who are also aligned with working the same kind of path as you, people that respect you and love you and will always be there for you. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is why it's so important for us to have faith. It doesn't have to be into a particular religion or particular entity or being. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means something greater than yourself that is not harmful to other people. That's what that means. And we're always going to face obstacles in life, but it doesn't have to be so bad to the point where you can't get up every day and follow your life path. There is a way around that. There is a way to clear that energy. And yes, it takes some letting go. And yes, that hurts. But God, your God, your universe, your higher self, they're not going to let your work be in vain. They're not. And they're not going to watch you sit here and drain the energy because you're too important. You're touching so many people's lives. Like, God understands the importance of your energy. He does. And He puts us in these situations with these toxic people so that we can realize something within ourselves that we didn't before. And then we can connect to it and then become it and be something greater than ourselves. That's beautiful. So keep the faith, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining in on me with this read. I definitely enjoyed it. I just love the stories that come out. I really do. The things that people have endured on this earth. It just makes me personally feel more connected. Feel, which is the idea. It's good to know and to hear that we aren't the only ones out there dealing with toxic, nasty, karmic energies. That we're not the only ones who are working towards something, who are struggling, who are hanging on to our faith by a thread while having to endure some of the things that we've endured and sacrifice everything that we've sacrificed. It's good to know. It really is. And so thank you again to this beautiful energy and to you beautiful people who have stopped by to share this with me. I hope you guys find yourselves a very happy day today, or at least content, or, productive. And until our next reading, you guys, have a good one.